Whatever it is God's stirring your heart to do, when you say no, when you reject that, when there's a sense of conviction that you should do something and you do something different anyway, it could be something minor. It don't have to be a big deal. Don't think about it as a big deal. The consequence may not be a big deal. You may not ever know what the consequence is. You may just never know what that blessing was that would have happened because don't think about it as a bad thing. Sometimes the consequence is the good thing that doesn't happen, if that makes any sense, right? It's not always a bad thing. It could be there was a blessing that was coming that will not happen because of the consequence you didn't do, or the act of obedience you didn't do. It's like if I had taken these next steps, I'd be here, and here was the thing that God was going to do in result of that. But I didn't take those next steps, and so I'm not here, and therefore that window passed, and it didn't happen. And we don't know. We'll never know the things we've missed. That's a part of it. We'll never know the things that could have happened if we'd have stepped into those moments of obedience when God stirred our hearts. How many people would have given their life to Christ if every time God stirred you to share your faith or to invite someone to church, if you'd have said yes? How much more ministry would have happened? This is not guilt trip. I'm just giving you examples off the top of my head. How much more ministry would have happened if everyone who called themselves followers of Christ were faithful with God with stewardship with their finances? How much more ministry would happen if everyone was faithful to serve and obey with their time that way? Just think about all those things. If we used our gifts and talents that God has given us, whether it be intellectually or our physical skills, right? If we use all that God has given us for his glory kingdom-wise, the way we did for the secular world or our businesses or our kingdom-wise, what kind of difference could the church make, particularly in a small town, in a rural county, in rural settings? What in the world could a church do, particularly a multi-site church do, if individual people use their resources the way God asked them to?